Good evening, and welcome to the 2014 NBA Draft at Barclays Center. With the first pick in the 2014 NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Andrew Wiggins from Toronto and the University of Kansas. With the second pick in the 2014 NBA Draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select Jabari Parker from Duke University. With the third pick in the 2014 NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Joel Embiid from Yaoundé, Cameroon, and the University of Kansas.
He seems confused.
I think Joel knew it was
Get Joel some coffee. He was excited. Okay.
You got to think about the satellite delay.
Okay, good.
Okay. Well, you might have questioned whether Joel was enthused, but the Sixers fans definitely are.
I'm seeing what the fans originally saw.
Joel, congratulations on going to Philadelphia. What was this night like for you, sitting there watching on TV, awaiting your fate, as opposed to what you thought it might be like being here?
I mean, it's different. Disappointed not to be there. I wish I could be there, but I'm excited. The Sixers just took me, and I still can't believe it. You know, having to start playing basketball so late and just being here, it just means that anything is possible.
Joel, so many people thought that you would be the #1 overall pick. The guys on my set believe you're the best player in the draft. What impact did it have on you emotionally to have this injury keep you from being #1 overall?
I mean, for my back injury, it hurt me, but I saw the doctor. They say I was going to be fine. And unfortunately, this foot injury happened a week before the draft. But I mean, I believe in God, and God knows what He's doing. I've always said it, and I'm just going to keep praising Him.
Joel, congratulations. A lot of fun watching you at Kansas. Look forward to a long and terrific career with the 76ers. Joel Embiid joining us from Los Angeles, the 3rd overall pick in the draft.
With the 4th pick in the 2014 NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Aaron Gordon from the University of Arizona.
Oh.
With the 5th pick in the 2014 NBA Draft, the Utah Jazz select Dante Exum from Melbourne, Australia.
Exum, a rangy guard, but a young guy. Hasn't played a lot. His entire future seemed to turn during a game with many of these other lottery picks at the Nike Hoop Summit. They told him after that he was showing up on mock draft boards, and he thought there was some type of mistake. He was looking for an American college to go to. His dad, Cecil, was a member of North Carolina's 1982 national championship team and a teammate of Michael Jordan. As you see, Dante Exum.
Jay, you should have tried that.
Adam Silver.
Dante, you've been deemed as the international man of mystery. So all the people out there in the world, the question to you is, who is Dante Exum?
You know, I'm just a kid from Melbourne, Australia, and I always rep my country. So, but I guess right now I just got drafted, so I'm not a mystery anymore. So.
We just heard sound of Trey Burke saying how excited he was to play in the backcourt with you. What kind of dynamic duo could this be for the Utah Jazz?
You know, you look at our Australian team, and we have a great guards in Patty Mills and Matthew Dellavedova. So, you know, I'm looking forward to playing with another guard, and it will be a good experience for me, and I'm looking to go into the system and learn.
Congratulations. Now Heather's with your dad.
Thanks so much, Cecil. It was an interesting decision. Dante actually decided not to go to college and go straight into the NBA. Considering your college experience and your national championship, how did you help advise and counsel your son on this?
Yes, well, it didn't happen until after he participated in the Worlds, both the 17s and 19s, and then a great showing in the 19s against Spain. And then we had a few agents contact, a few NBA people reach out and say hello. And so we sort of thinking about whether, he always said, I want to be 1 year and done. And I said, well, maybe we want to strike while the iron is hot. And we just wanted to make sure we focus and work hard towards this goal.
Congratulations. And Reese, it certainly doesn't hurt that he's got Kobe Bryant's agent and trainer helping him out in Los Angeles.
With the 6th pick in the 2014 NBA Draft, the Boston Celtics select Marcus Smart from Oklahoma State University.
Marcus Smart, who likely would have been a lottery pick had he come out after his freshman year.
No, he would have been the #1 pick, I think.
Probably so.
Yeah.
Comes back for another year, and he's 6th overall. So before we talk about Smart, what does this signal for Rajon Rondo?
Well, I think they can play together, but it probably isn't the best thing, though. I like the pick. I like Smart. I think he's so competitive that he's going to figure it out. I think they could play together, but if I'm Rondo, I'm not happy.
Let's ask somebody that's not a Celtics fan. That means Rondo's days are numbered in Boston. I'm pretty sure he would want it that way.
Marcus, Jay Billis was talking a lot about your defense. Word out yesterday was that you said you could lock down LeBron James. Is that true?
I didn't say that, but I said I would love to have a chance, an opportunity to, and looks like I'm going to have that chance.
Most definitely. What have you learned throughout your life? You dealt with so much adversity. You lost your brother. Your mother is on dialysis. You dealt with a lot of adversity this year. How have those experiences better prepared you for this moment?
I mean, you know, just to never take anything for granted, you know. And I think also another thing, a good friend of mine, Isaiah Austin, has showed us all of that, you know. Wonderful young man, and his career was taken away from him at an early age. You know, that's how I was raised. Never take anything for granted.
Congratulations, Marcus. Back to you, Reese.
With the 7th pick in the 2014 NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select Julius Randle from the University of Kentucky.
Speaking of tough, as Marcus Smart was, so too is Julius Randle, a left-hander who led that talented young Kentucky team to the national championship game. Laker fans happy with it. Bill, I know you're high on Randle as well.
I really like Randle, and I don't like the Lakers, so I'm disappointed right now. But these last 2 picks are really good, and I think both of those guys are going to have a chip on their shoulders where they went in this draft.
And also, he reminds me a lot of Zach Randolph, the way he finds his way around the backboard. He's not going to necessarily jump over you. He has short arms, but again, when you look down at the stat sheet, he's scoring the ball, he's finishing around the hoop, he's double-figure rebounds, and the Lakers are going to need that balance with a returning Kobe Bryant who's going to get you 25 a game.
Julius, I asked you before, do you think you should have went higher in the draft?
Yeah, I mean, I think I should have went higher for sure. But, you know, the teams that pass on me will regret it. But I'm not worried about it. You know, I was offered some great advice before this. It's not where you start, it's where you finish. And LA is a perfect spot for me. You know, I'm really happy to be going there.
Do you think teams passing you due to the concerns with your foot?
Maybe, maybe not. You know, but I'm not worried about it. You know, I get to go play in a great city, great franchise that expects nothing but championships, great market, great organizations.
And Kobe Bryant?
And Kobe Bryant. You know, my idol growing up. So I couldn't be more ecstatic to where I'm going.
Your mother is a single mom. She was also your first basketball coach. How influential has she been in your life?
Extremely influential. You know, it's always been us. She's made me feel like I had everything, and I didn't necessarily have everything growing up, but she didn't want me to feel less than any other kids, and, you know, to be in this situation now and to be able to take care of her is an amazing feeling.
Thanks, Julius. Congratulations. Back to you, Reese.
With the 8th pick in the 2014 NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Nick Stauskas from Mississauga, Canada, and the University of Michigan. With the 9th pick in the 2014 NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Noah Vonleh from Indiana University. With the 10th pick in the 2014 NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Elfrid Payton from the University of Louisiana Lafayette. With the 11th pick in the 2014 NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select Doug McDermott from Creighton University. With the 12th pick in the 2014 NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Dario Saric from Šibenik, Croatia. With the 13th pick in the 2014 NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Zach LaVine from UCLA.
Zach LaVine, a terrific athlete, not a starter typically for UCLA in his freshman year, But the biggest thing, perhaps one of the most valuable assets you can have, Jay, is upside, and this young man certainly has it.
Well, you mentioned it. He's an athlete. He's not just an athlete. He is an explosive freak of an athlete. And, you know, Russell Westbrook went to UCLA. He's a Westbrook-type athlete. I'm not saying he's that same type of player because he's got a lot more developing to do.
Hey, Jay, I think he's kind of bummed out he's going from L.A. to Minnesota. I'm just reading his face right now.
I think anybody would be bummed out to have to leave L.A. I grew up there. But you know, the kid can absolutely run and jump.
With the 14th pick in the 2014 NBA Draft, the Phoenix Suns select T.J. Warren from North Carolina State University. With the 16th pick in the 2014 NBA Draft, the Chicago Bulls select Jusuf Nurkic from Tuzla, Bosnia and Herzegovina. He last played for Crvena Zagreb in Croatia.
So that's for Denver, actually, we should mention.
Right. That's part of the proposed Doug McDermott trade, which would send him from Denver to Chicago and have the Bulls offloading the 16th and the 19th picks coming up. Now, as we mentioned earlier in the telecast, in the NBA on draft night, all trades are just proposed until they get on the phone with the league, make sure everything matches up with the salary cap.
I hate that rule.
And to become official. If it becomes official, then Nurkic will be moving to Denver, which has a history of taking foreign players.
With the 19th pick in the 2014 NBA Draft, the Chicago Bulls select Gary Harris from Michigan State University.
You know, it's interesting. Denver traded for Aaron Aflalo today. They traded Evan Fournier in the 56th pick. I wonder if they would have made that trade if they knew Gary Harris was going to be sitting there at 19.
They would not have made that trade. I said Denver should have taken him the first time around. He fits with what they're trying to do, getting up and down the floor.
With the 23rd pick in the 2014 NBA Draft, the Utah Jazz select Rodney Hood from Duke University. With the 24th pick in the 2014 NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Shabazz Napier from the University of Connecticut. With the 25th pick in the 2014 NBA Draft, the Houston Rockets select Clint Capella from Geneva, Switzerland. He last played for Chalon in France.
I told you.
And you were right.
They don't want that pick because they're trying to hoard as much cap space as they can possibly get. This guy's supposedly one of the best 50 players ever from Switzerland. What I heard.
I don't know. A lot of people seem to be neutral on him, though.
Uh-oh, Jay's laughing.
Houston just hopes they didn't have a Swiss Miss on their hands.
A typical Euro big guy stash pick who we're going to watch develop and probably see him back in the league in 2, 3, or 4 years.
And with the 27th pick in the 2014 NBA Draft, the Phoenix Suns select Bogdan Bogdanovic from Belgrade, Serbia. He last played for Partizan in Serbia. With the 30th pick in the 2014 NBA Draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Kyle Anderson from UCLA.